Hey YouTube, Tutu UK back again with another pickups, packages, Carboot goodness video. So yeah, Carboot's back on again, glorious sunshine as we all know. I've got a few pickups that I did midweek and packages from eBay. I'm just looking to sort of see what's the best way of tackling this, because it's a fair old wedge of stuff, so get yourself a brew and whatnot. What I will do first, because I mentioned this in the last video when I met Darren Walshsock at the Carboot last week, and obviously I wasn't sure if he wanted to tell this little story. It's quite amusing. Now this is gonna die. I'm gonna die on my ass here. There's gonna be tumbleweed blowing about. I thought it was funny, this story, and it's probably funny at the time. And it's one of these things you might have had to be there. So people have asked me, they want to know what's happened, etc. So I'll tell it, but don't flame me if it's a load of shit and you don't laugh. So anyway, we're at the Carboot. So we go to this one stall. Again, there weren't much there, like I mentioned. There's one stall there. He was like a trader type thing. He wasn't like a normal, average Joe selling stuff. And he had a boxed 360, all boxed, all sealed, brand new 360 wired controller. He had a little sticker on it, said 20 quid. So Darren was interested in it. He asked the lady that was there, how much for your controller, and I think she said 15. To which Darren sort of replied back, well, would you take a tenner? She ummed and ahed. Some little creature that obviously must have been the husband, who was chomping on a burger, sort of nodded his head. So Darren was like, bargain kind of thing. Handed over his 10 quid. Woman put it into a bag, went to walk off. Obviously he had a look at it, as a guy gave him the bag, he had a look, just checking it over. And an Asian guy come along, beard, turban and whatnot, Sikh guy must have been. And he said, oh, 25 quid that is. And obviously I was kind of walking off. So I sort of turned round thinking it was a guy sort of saying to Darren, oh, they're worth 25 quid, online, or like normally get these idiots, oh, that's worth this much on eBay, as everyone fucking quotes. So Darren was like just stood there, kind of, oh right, with his bag, holding his controller. The guy just kept saying to him, 25 quid. That's 25 quid, that is. And Darren was just like, all right, yeah, right. And he went to walk off, and the guy grabbed the controller off him. Well, I went to grab it off him, and Darren was like, hey, what are you doing? And he went, it's 25 quid. He went, what are you on about? He went, that's my store. I pay these people to run my store. That's 25 quid. And I mean, if it'd been me, I would have said, go yourself, she's got the money, the trade's been done, transaction is done. Not only that, the fucking box only said 20 quid on it, so I don't know where he's got 25 quid from anyway. So Darren obviously didn't want the hassle, didn't want the trouble, so he was like, oh okay, I didn't have it back. So that was kind of it. Now it doesn't sound very funny now, but at the time, and when you were there, it was quite funny, because it was just literally the brass balls on the guy. Darren had already paid for it. Now if it'd been me, I would have told him to go himself, and like I say, walked off of it, and we would have got the police, because as far as I'm concerned, money's changed hands, that's it, it's a done transaction. But Darren being Darren, he obviously didn't want the hassle. Now, as far as I know, he always seems to attract the hassle at the car boots anyway, so I don't know, and he was sort of saying, oh, maybe I've got one of them faces, and he had me in stitches anyway, but it was funny at the time, so there we go, that's that done. Back to my video, pickups for the week. Right, what I'm going to do, I've been to the game station, whatever, the old fire, was it spring clean or whatever you call it, aka the fire sale. Picked up a few bits from them, for the PSP actually. This was off the back of what, oh, I forget his name, I shouldn't forget his name. I'll link him down below, but he picked up a couple of PSP games. Sort of said they were at a good price, so I obviously went in there. I picked a couple of them up. Anyway, the one, and I just don't know why I forget his name. I apologise. It'll probably come to me. But he picked up two of these games. There's like I think there's either a trilogy of them or something. But the only one that they had there was Monster Hunter Freedom. That was $198. It's all complete. So that one, and then these ones, this one here, I've been wanting to pick this up for a while because someone else again was sort of saying it's really addictive on the PSP, and it was always at a pretty, well, I'd say a pretty good price. Always a bit more than I wanted to pay, but obviously with the fire sale it's come down a reasonable price, and this one's $1.98 as well, and it's Everybody's Golf. Pretty good game, really enjoyable. Like I say, as you can see, it was £8. And then these next two, absolute bargains. I've got the Activision Hits Remix, which is all the 2600 games for 98 pence. So you ain't going to get these at the car boot for that. And Pursuit Force Extreme Justice for 98 pence as well. So yeah, they're a couple of, I don't know, potential retro going forward, I think, now with the Vita. Oh, needed that. Now, I was on and on about having a beer, but the wife said it's too early, because at the minute it's about 11:30. But I've been up really early, so it feels like way later. So, Woodland, apologies mate, it's a brew, it's a cup of coffee, it's not beer. That's going to be, probably after I've done this and uploaded it, I'll chill out and have a beer. Right, so that was from like the GameStop and that, and then where did I pick these from? Crack Converters, I think? Yes. I picked up Silent, and I hadn't seen this out in the wild. The first time I'd seen it, Silent Scope 3. The Crack Converters that I went to were doing a deal, buy one get one free. So I picked up Silent Scope 3. Again, like I say, I haven't not seen this out. It's all complete, pretty good condition. And just to make the numbers up, really, it's not a great game, but I haven't got it, and I thought, well, why not? If it's buy one get one free, and it's WrestleMania 2000 on the N64. So just a filler really for the collection. So that's them two. What have we got? A couple of charity shop pickups. These ones were this lot was an absolute steal. I weren't going to leave these here. I've managed to bag 4 Dreamcast games. The first one, I think everybody's got it. Every man and his dog's got it. Choo Choo Rocket. But the cases are in absolutely cracking condition. Virtua Tennis. These are all complete, so I'm not going to bother opening it all up. This is a really good game to get. House of Dead 2, but I've already owned this. And Headhunter. Actually, that's the only one that's got a busted case on the hinge. So, I mean, that's going to get swapped out for Choo Choo Rocket. So for all 4 of them, there's £1, so 25p each. I weren't going to leave them there. House of Dead 2's duplicate. Choo Choo Rocket's obviously a duplicate. Virtua Tennis, I'm not sure if I've got that, or if I've got it I'm missing like a manual or something, but I mean, if anyone's interested in House of Dead 2 or Virtua Tennis, Headhunter I think I've got. I think I need, but I need to check. I should check before really. I'm terrible for doing that. But if anyone's interested in them, drop me a PM and I'll let you know exactly what I have and haven't got. But I've definitely got House of Dead 2, I know that, and Choo Choo Rocket if anyone wants it. The Choo Choo Rocket does, it says it includes Dream Key 2.5, 1.5, that's actually in there as well. So that was there, and then the last of the charity shop. I'm saying that, I probably forgot something. Couldn't believe when I seen this on the shelf. It is a boxed Time Crisis G-Con. Box is a little, it's not mashed up. It's all intact and stuff. A little bit of fraying and, you know, knocks and that. Now, the only thing it is missing, it's got all the insert. I'll show you. It's obviously just missing the game, but I've got the game. So yeah, and that was £1, and that was an absolute bargain. I think I've got 2 G-Cons anyway, so I'll just put the game in it, and I'll leave that as a nice showpiece. So yeah, £1. Can't be bad, eh? Right. So now we move on to the Carboot. Oh, I did met Rich again at Carboot. Bumped into Rich. Retroactive. I call him Retroactive, but I don't think that's his thingy, and I'm really bad for that. But I'll link him down in the low bar. Retroactive Rich. There you go. Not radioactive. But anyway, I digress. Carboot. Really busy today. It was cracking. I picked up a couple of little plushes. These need badly going in the wash. But I think I paid 20p each. So we've got Knuckles and Shadow. I'm sure that's Shadow, isn't it? Now they did have Tails, but Tails' head was ripped off. And the store, the woman had like a little puppy, I think it's a German Shepherd type dog, really cute. And I think he'd probably attacked it because its head was hanging off, which is a shame because I've got the old Sonic here. So I would have had nearly, well, I don't know if that's a whole collection actually, I don't know how many there are of it. But yeah, a bit of a shame that was, and I weren't going to sit there. We could have got the wife to stitch his head back on, I suppose, but I doubt she would have done that. So yeah, they were 20p each. Thought was pretty good. I'm going to turn them down. I'll try and remember this stuff as best I can. If I can't remember prices or whatever, then you'll have to just bear with me, guys. I'll stop saying them. I picked this up. Fat PS2. Now, I think Darren was after one of these. This isn't in great condition. Well, nowhere near enough for what he wants anyway. But the woman only wanted, I think, 50p. So I've picked this up with the view that if I need some spares for the one or two that I've got for the drive and stuff like that, they're always useful to have. For 50p, I haven't tested it yet, so it could just be a door wedge, but so I'll use it for spares up for 50p. Although, to be honest, lumping that around wasn't one of my best ideas I've ever had. Sticking with the PlayStation theme, and at the minute I'm just dropping really lucky on box stuff. Who's picked this up? I want to say Marcus. Is it Marcus picked one of these up? But then he's probably selling it anyway. But it's, or was it Rich? Negcon. I picked up a boxed Negcon. And it's all there. It's all in there and that. Needs a bit of a clean because it's been used, but it's boxed. There you go. £39.99 K-Soft. I remember that was a shop in Coventry. His name was Ken. And he was my mate's uncle. But anyway, so boxed Negcon, £1. So I snapped that up. So that'll go along nicely with my boxed NES 4 score as well. Although I've got to try and work out how to get it back in the box. It's one of them really awkward things. So that was that. Excuse me. So what I'll do, sticking with the PlayStation, I'm just going to list. Actually, no, I won't, because this is quite interesting. I'm going to go on the PlayStation games I've picked up, but I'm going to just show you these ones separately. So there's 4 games here, and they are Wipeout. They're all complete. Wing Commander 3. That's got all the discs in it. Excuse me. Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. Not the best game, obviously. And yeah, they're obviously the double disc jobbies, and double disc of Doom. And they cost me absolutely sweet FA. The guy given me. I asked him. He had a box, PS1 and PS2, like the consoles. So I just dug through the PS1 stuff and just picked these ones out. Said how much. And he went, just take them. Okay. I don't need asking twice. So yeah, that's what I remembered them because obviously they were free. So yeah, well done to that man there. The only other PS1 game I picked up was 40 Winks for 50p. I didn't haggle them down because at 50p I'm not gonna, you know, that's a fair price. A lot of the stuff here I didn't haggle down because I just thought it was a fair enough price. Now I don't mind paying it as long as it's reasonable. Right, let's stick with PlayStation. I don't know what order or where I got these from, so I'm just going to list them like I say. Picked up SpongeBob SquarePants Flying Dutchman, which I think I've got, which is a bugger, but I might be missing the instructions, I don't know. Resident Evil 4, which I do have, but I have the limited edition, so I'm undecided what I'm going to do with this, because obviously it's just a normal copy. Resident Evil Outbreak, which is a duplicate, and 2 Spyros, A New Beginning and Eternal Night, and they're both duplicates. But the price I paid for these, I must say they're up for trade. No one's interested, they go on eBay. Same with Resident Evil Outbreak. So if anyone's interested in any of them, give us a shout. Always open to offers, hard cash, any games, you know, always open to a deal. What am I going to do next? Right, Xbox Originals. Obviously I'm trying to collect, I'm not trying, I'm just doing it as I go along. The original ones that are compatible. There's quite a few Xbox games there today actually. One guy was doing 3 for £1. I can't remember which ones they were though, to be honest. And I think the other one was, I don't know, it might have been 50p each. It was something along them lines. This one I picked up earlier and only paid 50p for it, but then I'd seen it later on and I'm just a bit annoyed because it hasn't got the instructions in it, but I thought I'm not going to buy it again. So anyways, Abe's Odyssey, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey rather. I didn't pay £1, paid 50p, but this is missing the instructions. Forza Motorsport. I think most of these were 3 for £1. Vex. Project Gotham 2, although it is the classics, but it will do for me at the minute. Fable, which I think I might have. So that could be up for a trade if anyone's interested. Roadkill. Mercenaries. And another copy of Halo 2, which I think I might have, but might be in a bit better condition than mine. And like I say, because I think this was, oh shit. Oh. Right, I just opened it up, checked, but when I obviously checked at the car boot, but because I've just seen Halo, it is just Halo, and I just thought, oh, I ain't got it, but then Halo 2 sat behind it. So I've got a loose disc copy of Halo. Hey, and I've got an unscratched Trial of Life. Wonderful. So there are all the Xbox games. I managed to I don't know how I got this again. I must have bundled it with something. But another PSP game, Spider-Man 2. It's all complete, it's all there. Don't know if it's any good. But again, it might have been something, like I say, part of this 3 for £1 job, so I've just gone, yeah, I'll just take that. Because I haven't got it anyway. Alright. Now, Game Boy Advance. 4 games. And I paid £4, I think. Something like that. I think, I can't remember now. It's about that. They're all complete, so I'm not going to bother opening them all up. Boxes are in okay to, oh wow, pretty good condition I think for Game Boy Advance games being boxes. Choo Choo Rocket, again, why does this game keep haunting me? But say it's all there, it's complete, boxes in pretty good condition. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. Say nothing really to shout about, but they're boxed. Lara Croft Tomb Raider: The Prophecy, and probably the pick of the bunch, Mario Kart Super Circuit. This is a duplicate, so I've got this. So again, if anyone's interested, sale, trade, whatever. If not, it'll go on eBay towards the fund for next week. So, what we move on to now is the Master System. And yes, I'm going to copy Al. It wouldn't be one of my without some Master System goodness. And believe me, it's awesome. This is awesome Master Systemness. Seriously. Before I move on to the awesomeness, I'm just gonna. Picked up 2 games, and I basically picked them up for the boxes. They were complete, and funnily enough, I needed one of the instructions out of one. So there we go. I picked a pair of these up for £1, and it's Great Golf and Super Tennis. Great Golf's complete. Super Tennis isn't now because I've stolen the manual out of it. So there you go. It does go to show that, you know, even though you pick up just the cartridges, you know, you might drop lucky every now and then. So yeah, I've obviously had the cases off them, the good ones. So they were £1. Now what I'm going to do is show you the Master System games that were packages from eBay. It's 4 games. one of these, I'll tell you the story in a minute, but really happy to get some of these ones. A couple of them aren't great, but it's just ones that I just needed to get, and I got them at the right price. So first up, Speedball 2. It's all complete. There we go. And one game I've been after for a while, and like I say, I just couldn't find it for the right price. It's Kung Fu Kid. So again, it's complete, although the manual there, I don't know if you can see the bottom of it, a little bit tatty, so that's gonna, you know, it's a manual, all the pages open and stuff, but, yeah, let's say, maybe next week I might pick that up and find a decent manual in it, who knows, but it'll do for the minute, and it's complete and it's there. Right, so these two games here, one of them is allegedly rare, quite rare. The other one is, I think, sought after, and it holds its money. So I've picked this game I picked up is complete, and it's Sensible Soccer, the European Champions. This is the one that kind of, it holds its, I think it's about 10 quid or so, give or take. It's not rare, just pop up on eBay and stuff like that, and you probably, the bin men are out there, so you can grab it any time you like. I can't remember what I paid. I can't remember what I paid for them. Oh, Kung Fu Kid and Speedball, I think was 6 quid delivered. This one, so Sensible Soccer, I think I paid £2.40 and then 2 quid postage or something like that. I can't remember. So yeah, although it's probably more than I would like to pay, because I want to pay nothing, but needs and must. So that was that. Then this one, now I thought something was going on, and it's one of these weird auctions, and it's very similar to the when I picked up Landstalker for the Mega Drive. And you'd look at the listings and the complete listings, and it's always going for reasonable to good money, etc, etc. Now obviously this one doesn't come with a manual, okay, so that was like a little bit of a, probably for some people, a no-go or not a very good one. But like I said before, for me it's a case of I'll get them as best I can for the money I can, at the right money kind of thing, and get the manuals later on as and when, which I've proved is possible with Super Tennis. Okay, it's not an ultra rare game, but it still proves the theory. So that being said, I won this auction for 99p and £2 packaging or postage or whatever. So it's not complete, but I think I'm sure I've seen auctions, even if it's not complete, going for about 30 or 40 quid. I'm sure of it. But the game's Ultimate Soccer. So like I say, for 99p, I'm not gonna argue. Say there's no manual there. I mean, if I was paying 40 or whatever quid, I would expect a manual. This is what I said before. Gets to a certain point where there's certain expectations, and I would expect it to have this. But for 99p, that's just a no-brainer. Wow. Carboot. So I've literally, this must rank as one of the best. Yeah, one of the best pickups from a Carboot kind of thing, because these are all job lot. I paid a bit of money. I'm not going to lie to you, because the guy, he was like a reseller guy, and he kind of knows, give or take what it is. One of them ain't in the best condition, I know that, but for the price it goes for as well, and the fact that what I've got as a job lot, again, I'm not really going to argue too much. So I've picked up 6 Master System games. One of them, again, I've been wanted to get this, but again at the right price, and it just didn't seem to happen. So it was at Carboot. Ta-da! There we go. So that game is Cloudmaster. The cases need a bit of a clean. They look, look like they've been in someone's attic. It's complete with the American manual. So there's that one. I'll probably, I don't, in least rare-ish order. Next one is part of a trilogy. This isn't the rarest one of them, but it's one that I need. And again, you can pick it up any time you want off the bin men. But it holds its money. And it's Asterix and the Secret Mission. I mean, the guy, he had quite a few Master System games. These were just the ones I needed. I just literally picked up the ones I needed. He had Double Dragon and everything, you know. But I didn't need them. So there's Asterisk and the Secret Mission. Excuse me. Now, I don't know what order to do these in the last 4 in, because these are 4 pretty cracking games. Let's have a think. Right, we'll do the one that's not in very. This is the only one that's not complete, and the insert is a bit well, yeah, it's a bit battered, but it'll do. It'll do until I can, you know, replace it out. Again, this one holds its money quite well as well. It's Mortal Kombat 2, which looks quite good from the front, except when you look at the corner of the spine. Look, so someone's had some idiot has stuck whatever label onto the actual insert, and someone's tried to rip it off and rip the fucking thing up. But hey ho, there we go. Right, so Mortal Kombat 2. Now, do you remember I was sort of saying about finding ones with manuals and stuff? About games, you know, holding the value, being quite expensive. Well, guess what I picked up from the Carboot complete, along with this pack? It's Ultimate Soccer. I couldn't believe it. And it's complete. I mean, absolutely fucking mint condition. So I don't know, it's just one of them. Just what happens, isn't it? You know, you wait and search and whatever, and then there's a lot of buses. They all come at once. So that's M4. There's 2 others. Now I don't really know. I think I know which one's the rarer one. And I think there's not many on eBay if there is at all. I haven't checked, to be honest. I've seen this one go. This one game here sold, I think, for about 12, 15 quid or something the other week, the other day. And it's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Oh, it's got a little crappy code in it. But again, very good condition and it's complete. So that's M5. And then probably, this probably is the rarest one of well, I don't know actually, Ultimate Soccer holds its value. This one, Al will probably tell me anyway, and I think he had a copy of this. But it's none other than Sonic Spinball. And again, it is absolutely mint. It's got a stick on the thing, but that can come off. Now, so 6 games. Literally, these are the only 6 that I needed from what he had. You know, I'm not one of these people that goes around buying everything and selling it all on and stuff like that. You know, I don't need to do that. So these were the only 6 that I wanted. He knew that there were some rare ones in there. I think he knew Sonic Spinball, and I think it was either Dr. Robotnik's or Mortal Kombat. I don't think he knew how rare Ultimate Soccer was. And he was like, oh, there, you know, each of them goes for 20 quid a piece easily and on eBay and all that pack. So I just took the price. I said, right, I'll give you 20 quid the lot. And he went 25, and I went, right, done. So them 6 games there. Although yes, you could argue £25 a lot of money, but I think for them, you know, anybody who's collecting Master System, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Like I say, he had a couple of cracking titles there. Double Dragon. Did he have one of the Alex Kids that I've got? I can't remember. There's a few, but I didn't. You know, I don't need them, so I'm not gonna pick them up. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. I've got a couple of things in the pipeline on the old Fleabay. I don't think it involves any of them games, but if it does, then I ain't gonna do the deal. So that's me done. I'm gonna go and have a beer now, Woodland. So don't worry too much, and chill out and play some of these bad boys. All right, take it easy, YouTube. See you later.